Please, we can't start it. Good evening. I'm Joanna Gould, the president of the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank. Thank you for joining us today as the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank recognizes 3 remarkable individuals and groups with our 2024 Volunteer and Support Awards. I'm pleased to tell you that WinTV is recording this event for broadcast, and we will post the link on our website, windsorfoodbank.org. Thank you for being here, Jenny. We believe it is important to honor our volunteers and supporters in person for all you have done for the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank and the residents of our town. The Windsor Food and Fuel Bank, Inc. is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It was founded in 1967 as the Windsor Community Service Council, run by our all-volunteer board. Its mission is to ensure that no resident goes hungry, is cold, or is without basic necessities. With us today are members of our board of directors and staff from Windsor Social Services. I'd like to introduce thank you to Denise Novak, our first vice president, Laura Saul Brocksterman, second vice president, Nikki Agman, treasurer, Marlene Towers, secretary, Joyce Armstrong, Florence Barlow, Deborah Brown, Cindy DeShay, Bob Goldberg, Richard Knickerbocker, Wells Lindsay, Paul Vagniti, and Aleks Gould, our student member of our board. And a thank you, welcome to Susan Nunes from Windsor Social Services as well. Today we officially thank every person and group who has supported our local food and fuel bank over the past year. And we want the entire community to especially recognize the 3 2024 Windsor Food and Fuel Bank Volunteers of the Year, extraordinary partners we honor for their dedication, time, and effort. Windsor resident Marjory Berky, Team Paragon Robotics Inc., and Windsor Federal Bank. Today we are pleased that we are joined by a couple of dignitaries. Jane Garibay, past president of the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank and one of Windsor, Connecticut's state representatives, and Windsor Mayor Nuchette Blackburn. Can I please have you both come up for a moment?
Sorry, I went to town hall.
Would you like to have Susan introduce her first, and then do that? Or do you just want to read through one?
Did you say Marjory Berky? Yeah.
Thank you for your patience.
I'd like to introduce Susan Nunes to introduce our first awardee. Susan, can you please come up?
Good evening. Good evening. I am honored to present the first volunteer award to Windsor resident Marjory Berky. Marge, would you please come up and join me? Marge has been with us since 2016. She has volunteered in so many ways over the years. She does program packing and home deliveries every week throughout the school year for the Weekend Wheels program. Some time ago, she shared with me that her delivery route took her 21 miles throughout town, and that's every week. She also oversees the organization and distribution of books to our Weekend Wheels students several times throughout the year. This involves sorting books, labeling them for each student participant to make sure they get an age-appropriate book, and then getting them sorted into their delivery routes. She has also helped pack our winter goodie bags for the children. When COVID hit and everything changed, Marge continued to volunteer for Weekend Wheels, doing home deliveries with her husband to make sure that our families continue to get their much-needed food. Marge volunteers every other week for the mobile food share distributions, distributing food to people in need. She has also worked and still works many food bank shifts and has volunteered with the Groceries to Go senior food program throughout the years. Marge is very dedicated, always reliable, and will very often sign up for shifts when I request coverage. Our Windsor residents and families have more food on their tables because of her ongoing dedication and volunteering with us. Marge, we are very fortunate and grateful that you are a member of the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank family. Congratulations. Volunteer and Support Award for Marjory Berky of Windsor, Connecticut, for dedicated support and generosity to the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank. Thank you for helping us to meet the needs of our neighbors and supporting our mission to assure that no person is hungry, cold, or without basic necessities. This is from the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank Board of Directors.
I would like to take a photo, and then you can say something.
Taking a little group picture.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, Jay. Thank you.
Marge, did you want to say anything?
Sure. Yes, I want to thank the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank for this award. I'm very pleased to be one of the recipients this year. It's actually the first award I've ever won, been given. I just hope when you get home there's going to be enough room on my husband's Hall of Fame. This isn't the first time I volunteered for the food share or food bank. Back in the late 90s, my daughter was at Windsor High School, and she wanted to do a service project, so we both decided to volunteer for food share that was here in Windsor at the time. We spent many hours, many days unpacking boxes and sorting canned goods, and even picking produce out of the fields in the hot summertime.
Wow.
And she also did several food drives at Windsor High School, and we delivered all the food to the Windsor Food Bank. So when I retired, what's on my phone? When I retired a few years ago, I was worried about not having enough to do. So I immediately called the Windsor Social Services Department. The volunteer, the food bank and Weekend Wheels really appealed to me, so I decided to volunteer for them. And I'm so glad I did, because over the years I've been working with them and a couple of other volunteer opportunities. I've always been busy. I haven't had to worry about not having enough to do in retirement. I've met a lot of really nice people, and I'm just so happy that I'm able to make a worthwhile contribution to this community and to my fellow Windsor residents. So once again, I want to thank all of you who made this possible, and really means a lot to me. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. And that was my phone, so I apologize. It is Project Santa time, so it's like, we're down to the wire here. It's a real gift when you get to present to people you know that have been involved in your community, that you've known for years, way back when you, in your professional role with your company, Vantis Life, you were so involved in the chamber and everything that was going on in town, Project Santa, et cetera, and I'm sure you're greatly missed there. Be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut House of Representatives hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Marjory, Berky, in recognition of all the wonderful things that have already been mentioned that you do. That is more than, 2 or 3 people in their lifetime. It's been amazing. And the entire membership extends its very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expresses the hope for continued success. That's important for all of us, right? And that's signed by Speaker of the House, Matt Ritter, and Secretary of State, Stephanie Thomas. But congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jane. Now to our second honoree is Joyce Armstrong, a member of our board of directors. Joyce, can you please join us?
Good evening. It's a pleasure to have all of you here and to be here myself. I'd like to ask Elise, Carroll, lead mentor of the Blazing Spirits, and David Furie, a mentor of Team Paragon, to come join me. Team Paragon Robotics Incorporated is the first robotics organization located in Windsor that is comprised of students from Windsor and the surrounding area. There are 4 robotics teams with students who range from ages 9 through high school. I didn't realize they started at age 9, that's wonderful. 2 of these teams are the Blazing Spirits and Team Paragon. Teaching students about community programs that help make Windsor a wonderful town is an important component of this organization's mission. Every November, these students plan, publicize, and coordinate a turkey and 20 food drive to benefit WFFB. This year, it was this past Saturday. Students with signs stand at the entrance to the library and Geisler's in the center of town and enthusiastically wave at drivers and pedestrians. I can vouch for that. And I saw them doing it, encouraging them to donate food and cash. They have been doing this since 2018. Over the years, the students have collected thousands of dollars and scores of turkeys. And add to that their collection from this past Saturday. In addition, last year, they held a first robotics competition in Windsor High School where teams from throughout Connecticut were asked to bring food for the food bank with them. I now ask any members of Team Paragon Robotics in the audience to please stand. And come forward. Come forward. Come on, please come forward. Thank you for being with us tonight. We really appreciate that you came. We know you kids have busy schedules. On behalf of the entire Windsor Food and Fuel Bank Board of Directors, we present this award to you. And the award is... Right there. The right one? Yes. I don't want to give you the wrong award. This is your award. Oh, I'm supposed to read it, aren't I? I'm sorry. Wait a minute. 2024 Volunteer and Support Award from Paragon Robotics, Team Paragon Robotics Incorporated, for dedicated support and generosity to the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank. Thank you for helping us meet the needs of our neighbors and supporting our mission to assure that no person is hungry, cold, or without food necessities. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Much bigger print on the other sheet. The Windsor Food and Fuel Bank Director, thanks you. Okay, now
Come on in, we'll get a big shot.
Here, I
That should be in the front row.
Oh, yeah, kids in the front.
And why don't you ladies come on the other side? These two of you. Got it? Oh, sorry. Okay.
No shame.
All right, here we go.
Me too, wait one moment.
Uh-oh.
I know she shares, but, yeah. Thank you.
That's the good thing about being in a small community. We followed Team Paragon Robotics for many, many years. You're involved not just in robotics, but in a holistic approach to working with children. It's incredible what you do. And so here, be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut House of Representatives hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Team Paragon Robotics, Inc. in receiving the 2024 Volunteer Recognition Award from the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank for all your volunteer efforts, planning, publicizing, and coordinating the highly successful annual Turkey in 20 collection effort on behalf of the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank. Team Paragon Robotics, it is well deserving of this honor. You are to be commended for your generous community service. On behalf of a grateful Windsor, we thank you for all that you have done and support for our community and for our children.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Would you like to say any words?
Yeah, say a little something. Little something. Like they said, last year we did have at the our competition a bucket to bring food for Windsor Food Bank. Many years ago, when I first joined, it did go, like Marjory, to the food share. And then we found out that the Windsor Food Bank really needs it. So we switched. And we've been doing it ever since. We tell the kids that this is part of our community outreach, where we're showing respect, responsibility, and caring for our environment. Sorry, this year's game is called Dive or Into the Deep, and they made the decision this year to give to some animals. So we are giving to the Cat Connection and the Windsor Food Shelter, the animal shelter, for this year. We will be hosting, again, a competition on February 8th at Windsor High School. You can come between 10 and 5 to see it. Also, there's a person over here, your youth volunteer. Their school is hosting on the 1st at Windsor Aerospace.
At Aerospace, yes.
And our states is in Yukon this coming year. There are 2 other competitions before that, January 11th in Wolcott, Connecticut, and January 25th, which I just found out there are 15 new teams in the state of Connecticut. So please come and help us. Please cheer on these guys, cheer on all the other teams. And after that, they would like you, there's another competition up at the Big E that we have gone to and worked. I know Paragon has gone and has participated. And I've been working with my daughter, who is a head ref. She wished she could have been here tonight, but she can't. And Marjory, this is not my first award. Last year, this beautiful group of ladies and the rest of the team gave me the honor of Mentor of the Year for the state of Connecticut. Thank you.
Elise and her husband Dick, who's here, are the power behind the thrones for this event. And as Elise mentioned, for a long time, the donations went to food share, and then I think it must have been around 2018 that we heard you could give right here in Windsor. And we said, we always thought, oh, the need isn't great in Windsor, we need to give to other places. And when we heard that that was the case, they made that pivot. The mayor's son actually just started in our youngest robotics team, which they just started age 9, so he's on it this year. And but it really is part of the requirement and what we try to teach our students at every age about giving back, about serving the community. In September, our teams are involved with the Rotary Club of Windsor, up at the Aerospace Academy for a food packing event where we packed last few years oatmeal packages for food banks around the greater region. In October, we're involved with the Lions Club and helping set up for the Chili Challenge and also for the Lions with their craft fairs. And pretty soon, Jane knows we'll be out with Project Santa. So thank you very much to the food bank for this award. Thank you.
To introduce our final 2024 honoree is Aleks Gould, a student member of the board of the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank.
Before I start, I would like to ask Luke Kettles, President and CEO of the Windsor Federal Bank, to join me up here. Windsor Federal Bank has shown outstanding dedication to supporting our community and our mission at the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank through a number of impactful initiatives. Twice a year, Windsor Federal Bank holds its Community Shred Day event, fully staffed by their employees. This event not only provides the community with free shedding of their sensitive documents, but it also encourages participants to bring non-perishable food donations. Each shred day generates between 5,000 and 7,000 pounds of food and approximately $1,000 in monetary donations. The impact of these donations cannot be overstated, and they go directly to helping local families in need. Beyond Shred Day, Windsor Federal Bank is a proud sponsor of the 5K race benefiting our Weekend Meals program. This event has brought critical support to our work of feeding local children. And it's heartening to see their employees not only sponsoring, but also participating in the race, demonstrating the bank's commitment on a personal level. The Windsor Federal Bank has embraced their food pantry donations as a core focus across the communities they serve, bringing their matching gift programs to life. This program encourages employees and directors to contribute with each dollar matched by the bank. Thanks to Windsor Federal's spirit of community and generosity, these donations have a direct and lasting impact on the Windsor Food Bank. The ongoing support from the Windsor Federal Bank has had a significant impact on our operations and has truly strengthened our ability to serve. The dedication, generosity, and active involvement of its leadership and employees are invaluable to us. For all of this, it is my great privilege to present Windsor Federal Bank with this year's Business Recognition Award. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to our community, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So what year was Windsor Federal founded? I should know that.
1936.
Okay, so it was a little bit earlier. If I have my facts correct, the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank started,
1967.
I thought it was more in the 50s, but I'm not sure with Joe
Well,
Samaras.
it was incorporated in 1967
Okay.
as the Windsor Community Service Council.
Okay, and it was Joe Samaras, and it's where the chamber is now. It was in the basement on the shelves, so two amazing organizations. Come on over. Be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut House of Representatives hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Windsor Federal Bank, receiving the 2024 Volunteer Recognition Award from the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank for your long-term commitment to the Food and Fuel Bank. You are well deserving of this special recognition. You have integrated food donations into your own twice-yearly community shred days, encouraging the community to donate to the food bank. You have supported the Food and Fuel Bank through your sponsorship of the annual Race to the Weekend Wheels program, 5K walk, and run fundraiser. You have been an important partner through your employee matching gifts program. I didn't know that one. On behalf of a grateful Windsor, thank you for all you have done to support and give sustenance to those in need. Congratulations from Matt Ritter and Stephanie Thomas, Secretary of State. And I am so excited with your leadership coming forward, with your dedication over the years, and to now have you as president of Windsor Federal Bank. I'm looking forward to lots of good things. So
Thank you on behalf of Windsor Federal Bank. We're honored and humbled to receive this award. I think it speaks to the way we are dedicated toward the communities in which we live and work. And Joanna, her daughter Aleks, are prime examples of community bankers. They are very involved, especially in this program. The Shred Days, Joanna is very, very involved. Her daughter is, as well as many of our other community bankers. They mentioned several of the events, and we're again doing a matching gifts program that kicks off on Giving Tuesday, and through the end of the year, all of our board of directors and employees that donate to this cause and other food insecurity throughout the region, we will match it as well. So, we've always lived by a motto of neighbors helping neighbors, and we continue to do that. Now we're a mutual bank owned by our customers, our depositors. So, thank all of you, who many of you in this room are probably customers of our bank, and we sincerely appreciate that, and we look forward to continuing to be involved in supporting this great organization. So thank you very, very much.
So I just want to congratulate, you can take this. The Windsor Food and Fuel Bank, because if you know, even in our small community, there are organizations that are struggling, coming through COVID, and all that, but with the board of directors and leadership of this, and the youth involved, etc., the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank has only gotten stronger and stronger and stronger. So I know as a community member, I appreciate that for everything that you do for our community. And I don't know if Nuchette wants to say something.
And thank you so much, State Rep Garibay, and to the board of directors. First, I just want to begin by saying that when I come to this event, this is my second year, I'm like, this room should be filled from corner to corner, because what the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank is doing is really being a resource in our community. I could stand here and quote statistics, but food insecurity, it's a daily issue for so many people in our community. And oftentimes people are like, oh, not in Windsor. Yes, in Windsor. You know, as an educator working in the schools for several years, you don't realize how many students come to school hungry. You don't realize how many of their caregivers, you know, they're having that conversation with you, starting over in the corner to say, hey, could you help me? So what the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank does is needed here, right here in our community. And I love that, neighbors helping neighbors. Yes, that is what we do here in Windsor. We are a community that we stick together, we band together through the various programs. So food insecurity is not just something we hear about, but it's a daily situation that many people face. So we're grateful, I'm grateful as the mayor of our town that we do have individuals who are taking up that charge each and every day to ensure that individuals have food, they have basic necessities that they can then provide for themselves or for their families. So a big thank you from myself, Mayor, Town of Windsor, the Town Council. Please know, Ms. Berky, Team Paragon, Windsor Federal Bank, we can't do it without you, and we want to continue to do it with you. But my call to action to each and every one of us here today is continue to raise the banner about food insecurity, bring more people with you next year so they can hear why we need to do this, and continue to support our local Windsor Food and Fuel Bank. Thank you.
Congratulations to all three of the 2024 Windsor Food and Fuel Bank volunteer awardees. We are extremely grateful to all of you for your dedication and coming here today. We look forward to many years of partnership, working together to support this important organization. You are wonderful models for the rest of our community, stepping forward to help, and we hope you inspire others to become involved too. Special thanks to Windsor Ace Hardware, who held their annual in-store fundraiser this past Saturday. Volunteers from our board were on site, and close to $1,000 was donated at our table outdoors. Owner Scott Hoffman will continue to collect even more indoors this week. And if you have not already heard, Price Chopper Windsor is holding a 7-week holiday collection effort for our food bank. When you shop, you can pick up a special $10 paper bag filled with most needed foods, and you pay for it at the register when you check out. All of those bags of food will be placed in shopping carts to be donated to the food bank, now until January 4th. We are so appreciative. We ask all the honorees to please stay for a few minutes so we can take a group photo. Thank you all for coming and honoring the Windsor Food and Fuel Bank's 2024 outstanding volunteers, and thanks to WinTV for recording this event for broadcast soon. Everyone is invited to take and enjoy snacks. Congratulations to anyone here. Thank you for your support.